Hello, welcome to Michelle Sews Again. I'm Michelle. In today's installment of my collabathon for Sew Purple to End ALZ, I am partnering with the super sweet Jo from Sew Joey. If you want to see what we've made, then please stay tuned. Okay, so I reached out to Jo because she's just such a sweetheart. I love watching her channel. She has really been on a sewing journey over the last couple of years, just like I have. And so I feel like we're kind of connected in that way. If you're not already watching her, then please go and check out her channel. I've got her obviously linked in the description box below. But what Jo and I decided to make, we wanted to make another like sweatshirt dress. I've made two already this month, well, more hoodie dresses. And so what Jo wanted to make was the Style Arc Anderson, and I already had that pattern and I made it last year and I wore the heck out of it. I made it out of not the best quality sweatshirting material, so it's kind of fallen apart, it's kind of twisted up, but it's one of my favorite dresses that I've ever made because I can just throw it on and lounge. It's almost like I can lounge in it, but I can also wear it out. And I made that one in a bunch of different tie-dye designs. So what I did was I cut out the pattern pieces in the white sweatshirt fabric, and then I tied them all in different designs, but dyed them all in the same colors. I did the same thing with this one because I love that one so much, but I used a different color palette this time, and I used a different fabric. So I bought some French terry from Amazon, and I did the same concept where I cut my pattern pieces out. Well, I washed it first, make sure that there's no shrinkage, or if there's shrinkage, it happens before I cut the pattern out. So I washed it, then I cut all my pattern pieces out before it was dyed, and then I tied them all in different designs, and then I dyed them all in the same color palette. And that was my very first collaboration for the month of September. And I did that with Angie from Fun Endeavors Tie-Dye. I will link that video up here in the cards for you to see if you're interested in how I got to the designs in this garment. So I also did a review on the Anderson knit dress last year when I made my other version. So I will link that in the cards right here. And I won't go super into detail this time to try and keep it short, because I know I've got a lot of videos, and if you guys are following along, it's probably a lot to keep up with. I know I'm having trouble keeping up with YouTube this month for sure. Anyway, so it is 6 a.m. here. I had to wake up at 5 to finish. Like, I'd sewn most of my dress when I got home from Ohio yesterday on Friday. And then I just needed to put in the neck, sleeve, and hem ribbings this morning. And then I've got to film. So apologies for, I don't need to apologize, but I know you guys are used to seeing me with makeup, and I've got none on today because it's just too early. Anyway, so I absolutely love the Anderson knit dress. This is a pattern that I've had from Style Arc for a while, so it was before they started improving their instructions. So I don't know if they have improved their instructions on all their patterns or they've just started with their newer ones. I am going to try and reach out to somebody, and if they're not already, make a suggestion that for people who already own the patterns from before they were improving the instructions, if they could maybe make just the instruction part a download for people who already have the patterns, if they're improving them. For this particular dress, it didn't matter to me that I actually didn't even follow the instructions because I knew how to put this one together. And I actually did the pockets a different way than the way that they describe in their instructions. I really like the way that Stephanie from Stephanie Farrell Focus does her pockets in knit garments. And so I did it that way. I will link, Stephanie's channel is linked below. So if you want to go and do a search on her channel for how to put an inseam pocket in knit garments, she's got a tutorial on there. So go and check her out. but I really like the way she does it, so I did it her way. And I had forgotten to cut out the band, so the neck band, the sleeve band, and the hem band. I was going to dye them as well, but it actually worked out okay because I had this double brushed poly scrap left over, and I think that the lime green really sets off the purple tie-dye really well. I am super happy. I gotta tell you, I love how this dress came out so much. So if you watched my ice dye video on how I did these pieces, you will know that I did the geode method for the front, the center front, and the back. I did a really cool different design for the sleeve, and I love how it kind of looks like teeth x-rays on the sleeve, but I think the sleeve came out super cool. And then I did a completely different design for this side panel. So the Anderson knit dress has two separate side panels going down the side, and in that seam is where the pocket is, right there. And so I did a different design on that side panel. Now for me, because I'm so wide, those side panels end up kind of more on the side and they're not super visible, but that's okay. I know they're there. Anyway, so the other feature of the Anderson that I think is really nice is even though it's a raglan sleeve dress, it has a dart in the top shoulder. And so it just kind of hugs the shoulder better than like a typical raglan. And I just think that shape, I promise my neckline is laying flat. It just keeps flipping. Anyway, so love the dress. Go and check it out. I will insert my twirl here and show you I've styled it two different ways. The first way I did it kind of like for a fall look. I put on a denim jacket and black leggings. And for both versions, I've styled it with my shimmery Vans. They're very worn. I wear the heck out of these things. I love my Vans. It's funny because the bottom doesn't look it, but I wear these all the time. Anyway, so I paired it with the denim jacket, I paired it with the leggings and those sneakers, and I put these colorful hoop earrings in. So I don't know if you can see all those different gemstones, pearls. I love these earrings. I wear them a lot. Obviously, they go with a lot of things in my wardrobe. I just pulled my hair up because, again, 6 a.m. I haven't showered yet. I have a missed opportunity here. I should have made a matching scrunchie. Maybe I'll still do that. And yeah, so that's the first styling. The second styling is I just wore it as a sweatshirt dress with my sneakers. I took the leggings off, I took the jacket off, and voila. I thought about putting a long necklace on, but quite frankly, this fabric is so busy that I thought you wouldn't see it anyway, so why bother? I do love the inseam pockets because they're in the center seam, not the side seam, so they're like right there. I do wish that I had put them a smidge higher. They're fine, I can get my hands in them, but I do wish they were just a smidge higher. So I'll make a note on that for next time. But I actually am much happier with this version than I was with the last one, only because I love the way that the pockets went in because I used Stephanie's method, and this fabric is a little bit better quality fabric than what I used last time, and so it's not twisted at all, and it's lighter weight, which works really well for me here in South Florida. I can wear this around my house year round because as I've mentioned before, I keep the air conditioning super cold, so this will be something that I can throw on and wear all year inside my house. Obviously, I won't wear it outside year round because it gets freaking hot here, but I love it. Let me know what your thoughts are. Let me know your thoughts on the tie-dye, the ice dye. Would you have done a different color ribbing? I just think the lime really pops against the dark purples and blues. And I will try and insert some like close-up images of some of the spots in the ice dye that just, I don't know if this happens to you, if you also ice dye or tie dye. There are areas within the finished dye where it just super inspires me to go in a whole different direction, or really focus in on a couple of colors. And there's a couple of spots on here that just really catch my eye, and I could just see, like, I could even like frame some of these. I just love them so much. So I'll insert some close-up images as well. But please go and check out Jo's video. I cannot wait to see what she's made. I have not seen a sneak peek. We texted this morning, and it sounds like she's already been wearing hers and getting compliments on it. So I can't wait to see what she's made. Once it's up and live, I will link her video in my description box as well. As usual, well, if you've been following along, then you know that I missed yesterday's video. It was one of the 2 garments so far this month that I have been unable to meet my deadline, and that was supposed to be the Seamwork Marlowe top with Becky from Go So Beautiful. We have rescheduled to next Thursday. So on Thursday of next week, you will get 2 videos from me. And tomorrow is a fun one. Tomorrow is a bag, and it's a maker's choice, but it's a 4-way collaboration. So I am collaborating with April from Sew April, Chris from Sew Notes, and Sheree from Granny's Sewing Room. So the 3 of them do bag collaborations all the time, and they're like real bag makers. I made a bag eons ago for my grandmother. I haven't made a bag since. And so my bag's gonna be much more simple than theirs, I have a feeling. But I'm excited to share that one with you guys tomorrow, so I hope you'll come back and check that out. As usual, I'm going to link all of my ALZ links in the description box. I'm going to link to the donation page in memory of my father. I'm going to link to the intro video in case you don't know what Sew Purple to End to ALZ is all about. I'll tell you all about the challenge, how you can enter, my background story, about the prizes if you're interested. So go and check that video out if you haven't seen it already. And wherever you are, I hope the weather's amazing. I hope you're able to get some sewing in, and I will talk to you next time. Bye.